Lovely to see you again. You tested obviously the car in Valencia, and you've had another opportunity today. How do you think that you've progressed yourself in driving the car?
Well, I did some simulator work in Jaguar factory, so that's definitely helped me. And I think Mitch and Antonio, they are very nice and they are very helpful. And especially Mitch, he's teaching me a lot and during the track walk. So yeah.
How are you finding this track? Because obviously it's very different to the one in Valencia. It was designed by the person that made Suzuka. Does that give you any sort of similar vibes when you drive Suzuka in Super Formula?
Well, yeah, it's a very tricky circuit. There's many up down and some bump. So it's a bit tricky. In Japan, there's some similar circuit, but it's not. I think it's a new experience for me, and it's good experience. Yeah.
So, what would make you happy leaving here? How would you be happy leaving here?
Well, very grateful to Jaguar TCS Racing for giving me this opportunity because this is one of the world's championship, and I'm very honored to participate rookie test from Jaguar TCS Racing. It's the top team, and I'm learned a lot from them, and
Right, thank you very much, Juju. Have a great afternoon. Cheers. Obviously, I know this isn't your first rookie test. You've done quite a few, and I know that this is a series that you'd like to get into. Do you think now, with Formula E having 12 teams for next season, do you think there's a higher opportunity that we might see you on the grid in Gen 4?
For sure, there's a higher chances because one more team, two more places. There's going to be as well a driver market with drivers going in different teams and maybe some drivers stopping FE and doing other programs. We never know. So there's good chances. Sorry, and I hope I can have this opportunity. It's something I'm looking forward to go back into single seaters as well. It's a world championship. The level is amazing, and the Gen 4 as well is really, it's the biggest improvement in Formula E history. So that's going to be great.
How much have you been working? Not like working with Citroën, but like hearing from Citroën about the Gen 4 car. Are you really excited for it?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I did already a test day in the Gen 4, and I did a lot of simulator as well in Satori. So just to improve the car and do some correlation work between the track and the simulator, but really impressive, really quick car. I think there's still a lot of work to do to improve it. It's the very beginning of the Gen 4, but it's very promising.
And what do you make of this track finally? It's a bit of a good roller coaster of a ride, I can imagine.
Very difficult track, first of all, but I enjoy it a lot driving here. Sometimes it's a bit scary in Formula E. In the high-speed corners, the car is moving quite a lot, but it's a lot of fun. So, and I watched the race as well, and it was good fun. I could see like a lot of overtakes, a lot of fighting on the track. So, it's a good venue.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Theo. Hello, Victor. I know you've done quite a few rookie tests now. How have you found?
Only one before this one.
Only one. It feels like you've been around for a while. Yeah, I feel like you've been around for a while. But how are you finding this track first and foremost? Because it seems like a real fun challenge to drive.
It's very nice. Actually, I tried it on the deal, to prepare that session today, and I enjoy a lot. Like it's a track that I really didn't know before. I mean, I know the name, but all the layout, the corners, and what approach you need to have in corners and etc. I think it's very nice. A lot of elevation, a lot of fast parts that you need to think about the next one. Combine. You need a good setup. You need a good confidence, and very enjoyable, honestly.
Yeah, and obviously I know a seat potentially one day, and obviously now Formula E going into Gen 4 is very exciting, but there's 12 teams now, so obviously there's more opportunities, especially with a new team in Opel. Is that something that you're pursuing? Is that something that you want to pursue?
for sure it's a good series that I'm looking at. In the end, you know, trying to get to F1, you don't see an opportunity. So now this year I'm racing in WEC, in hypercar, and now for sure Formula E will be a nice championship. It's a world championship with the best drivers in the world, with a lot of car brands, and in the end what the championship can offer you is I think great as a driver, and also as a young driver, you know, to still learn, working with many engineers, many mechanics. You need to, the professionalism you need to have as a driver is good, and for sure it's a series that I'm looking at, and if there is a spot I will try to do the best possible to get it.
Well, thank you very much. Good, best of luck at that. Cheers. Hi Freddie, how did you find your experience of the Formula E car this morning?
Yeah, this morning was very impressive. It was a lot of fun, that was for sure. Obviously, a lot of initial power with the electrical energy. Was a very enjoyable experience. So, I really enjoyed it out there, and it was good fun.
How does it compare to your F3 car?
Yeah, completely different. Many more systems to deal with, but honestly, it was really enjoyable. Honestly, I was more impressed than I thought I'd be, honestly. It blew me away a little bit.
Is this something that more younger drivers are looking at Formula E a bit more seriously as a potential, do you think, now than probably ever before?
Yeah, I think Formula E is in a really good place because it's just growing year by year. Obviously, you know, you've got the Gen 4 coming, which is even a bigger step. So I think it's opening up a bit more of a window for more drivers to come in, especially there's a lot more rookie drivers this time at this test, you know, there's a lot more variation. So it's good to see, and positive.
Best of luck for the afternoon. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Firstly, obviously, welcome to Formula E. Obviously, how did you find your first session? I know you had a bit of an off at turn 5. Just walk me through that.
The morning's been a bit messy from my side and whatnot, but when I was on my outlap, just done an install, and I was on my outlap, went through T5, and I was on part throttle, and just over the brow light lit up the rears instantly and kind of spat me in the wall. So pretty frustrating and whatnot, but there wasn't not much I could have done, but certainly I learned the hard way. So there you go.
Sometimes it's the best way to learn. Obviously, you got your links with Porsche, and obviously Porsche having a sister team or a second team coming in, like a junior team. Is that something that you've got your eye on? Is this what this is all about? Thinking about, is it something for in the future?
It's certainly something I'm interested in. Obviously, I can't say anything whether, there's nothing at the moment that would indicate towards, there being a seat or anything like that. But for me, the only thing I can do is work on myself and learn as much as possible. And at the moment, anyway, that's with Andretti. So learning as much as possible with them and getting to grips with the car and the team. And but in answer to your question, it'd be something that I'd be interested in the future.
In terms of just the car itself, how different is it to anything you've ever driven?
Yeah, it's always a bit not surreal, but it is pretty surreal always getting in this car. It's extremely different to what anything I've driven before. Obviously, you've got all the systems and not driver aids, but all the systems to help you out and whatnot, which sometimes can confuse you a little bit as a driver. And there's so much going on, throughout a lap and whatnot. But no, it's good. Obviously, chopping and changing between 300 and 350 is always quite fun, and a bit of a different experience. But no, it's good. It's good fun.
Thank you very much. Cheers. I appreciate it. Firstly, just obviously you drive Indy Lights. Like, how different is the world of Formula E to the world of Indy Lights?
About as different as you can get, I'd say. It's very cool to be here, first of all. I'm really enjoying, obviously, working with everybody at Jaguar TCS Racing. Awesome group of people. It's amazing to be here. Definitely very different. I feel like, it's the cars are so different, and like obviously all the systems you can work with. So, I feel like in Indy Next, it's very much like, you're talking about basic mechanical air balance, whereas here you're mostly talking about systems and electronical changes that you can make with the car. So obviously very different than what I'm used to, but enjoying the challenge.
Yeah, what about this circuit? Is it similar? Is there any similar types of tracks in America that you could compare this to?
Honestly, yeah, it's pretty similar to a few. The chicane and the front straight's a bit different than anything. I'd say maybe similar to Portland. I'd say Portland's probably a good example. Kind of reminds me a bit of like Laguna Seca with the elevation changes in the high-speed corners. So definitely some Mid-Ohio as well is kind of a similar one with the elevation changes and just kind of the long, fast corners. So yeah, I'd say definitely some similarities for sure.
Obviously, Formula E have been part of America for a long time. Do you think the interest in races and more races in America is something that could definitely happen in America?
Absolutely. I think I'd personally love to see it. I'd love to have more Formula E races over there. So for sure, I mean, definitely, I think there's interest over there in the sport. I think honestly, as a sport, Formula E is growing a ton. The Gen 4 car is very exciting, so I feel like definitely as hopefully more races come to the US for sure. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.